I thought I was doing the right thing. I truly thought the Blade Runners presented the greatest challenge to the prosperity of GAW in its history, and I thought I was the only one who could stop them. But I see now how wrong I was. I understand now. Alpha always saw me as a pawn in his game. He kept me in the dark. I didn't know about what happened to Steamboat and Park, Joe. It all became clear to me when I saw what they were doing to Keith Lee, and because of that, I feel I owe each and every one of the GAW faithful and Keith Lee specifically. Kazuchika Okada earned his #1 contendership rightly, and he will get his title match. But if I'm allowed to begin making things right, I want to face Keith Lee again tonight. No Alpha, no cheating. Just Keith and I, one-on-one between two men. I owe Keith a lot. I owe you all a lot. And I want to make things right. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the first Wednesday night Storm after Winterfest, and what a Winterfest it was. As usual, we have a stacked show for you, including both the men's and women's world champions in action. But first, yes, it's that time of year as the new year hits. It's time for the GAW Classic, the premier tournament in the Western Hemisphere. Wrestling titans like CM Punk, AJ Styles, and Kota Ibushi can count themselves winners of this competition. As always, the GAW Classic will feature 2 groups of 4 in a round-robin format. The winners of the 2 groups will face off at Tidal Wave a few months down the line. The tournament will begin next episode, where we will officially announce the groups. We hope you will all join us for the most exciting time in GAW, but for now, let's get to the ring as Women's World Champion Asuka opens the show after her dominant win at Winterfest. We begin this match right as Women's World Champion Asuka becomes the first person in a GAW ring after Winterfest. She is taking on Kairi Sane. And what a match this is. Kairi Sane, we haven't seen her very much around GAW over the last few months. She actually has been nursing an ankle injury, but we're told that she is fully healed, fully healthy, and now going up against her countryman Asuka. Both of these women, products of the New Japan Dojo system. Asuka, beautiful flying DDT there. Asuka retained her title at Winterfest with a dominant win over Shayna Baszler, now sent over the top rope by the Pirate Princess. Now we got a Pirate King, we got a Pirate Princess here in GAW. And Sane, this is actually some serious strength here, carrying Asuka. The champ able to break out. But that dominant win over Shayna Baszler of the Blue Bloods, it really calls into question who out there can actually defeat the Women's World Champion. Kairi Sane looking to be the one. This is non-title action. Asuka tossing Kairi Sane into the stairs. We also know, of course, the main event for tonight's episode of Wednesday Night Storm. Aleister Black will get his rematch against Keith Lee. No Alpha involvement, no cheating. As Aleister Black said, just 2 men in the ring. Asuka, look at that. Flying kick. And now the Women's World Champ with the Empress hip attack onto Sane. Absolutely laying her out. Far leg hooked. Sane in trouble, and Kairi Sane kicks out of the hip attack. Asuka going up top. She doesn't always spend a lot of time up there. Elbow drop missed. Of course, Kairi Sane employs the insane elbow. And Asuka now into that cross arm breaker, and the referee signaled for a rope break instantly. Spinning kick from Asuka. Kairi Sane answers back, and Sane now looking to press a little bit of advantage, just trying to slow the pace of the match down, probably trying to regain feeling in her arm. The cross arm breaker was what beat Shayna Baszler, as Asuka was not allowed to use the Asuka lock. But Asuka is a very talented submission wrestler. She doesn't just need the Asuka lock to win. We saw it against Baszler at Winterfest. Sane now. Look at this. Sane going up top. Asuka rolling into the middle of the ring, trying to get away from it. But Kairi Sane, insane elbow. I love that move, man. And now Kairi Sane has the Women's World Champion in trouble. Asuka kicks out. Why am I not surprised? I really am not. Seriously, that absolutely tremendous work from Asuka. We've seen it all since she has become Women's World Champion. No one can put her down, but Kairi Sane will try to do just that. Sane going up top again. Insane elbow. This time it misses. Asuka out of the way of the insane elbow, and now Asuka's the one who's in control with Sane in the corner. Asuka going back into that mixed martial arts bag that she has. This has been a great performance from Kairi Sane, by the way. Lasting 4 minutes with the Women's World Champion. That's no mean feat. Now we've mentioned previously, Asuka's average title defense lasts just over 4 minutes. So Kairi Sane has now passed that. She's past that mark, and now with the chin lock applied to Asuka, Women's World Champ. Elbows in, she gets out of that one. You know, these two have not actually fought very much in their history, despite the fact that they've both been around for a long time. They're veterans of the sport. Look at this, Kairi Sane lining up Asuka in the corner. Sane with the running start, sliding elbow to the champ. Beautiful job from Kairi Sane. And now the Pirate Princess up top. No insane elbow. It's the moonsault. Moonsault from Kairi Sane. And look at this. Now she has the advantage. Wrenching back on Asuka's legs. But the Women's World Champ gets out of that modified Texas Cloverleaf submission hold. Sane looking for the suplex. Asuka lays her out. What a match this has been for our return since Winterfest. And Asuka, cross arm breaker locked in. Kairi Sane has to tap out. Asuka uses the cross arm breaker to get the job done as she did at Winterfest, and I think she's taken a liking to that particular move. She almost got it done early in the match, but Kairi Sane did manage to get her arm underneath the rope. Look at this, Kairi Sane, the insane elbow. That's enough to put away 99% of women's wrestlers on the face of the planet. Not enough to put away Asuka. Asuka kicks out. Kairi Sane went for another one, and Asuka was out of the way, and the match was back on. Kairi Sane gave Asuka everything she could handle, and if history is any precedent, we know that when you impress the Women's World Champion, often that is not the last time that you see her. So what a terrific performance from Kairi Sane. Certainly impressing the Women's World Champion, I would think. And we'll see what the future holds for Asuka, the legendary GAW champion. And listen to that, it's Will Ospreay. Will Ospreay won the Intercontinental Championship from Matt Hardy, unified it with the Cruiserweight Championship at Winterfest. This guy's got to be on a high right now, you would think. We're all so happy for him here. The entire Cruiserweight division is happy for him, but Will Ospreay really excited to see what this brings. How sweet is this? I knew this is ultimately where the Cruiserweight division would lead. There once was a reason to sequester Cruiserweight wrestlers, but not anymore. You've seen what Cruiserweights can do, and we deserve to fight for the same gold as everyone else. For too long, that didn't happen. But that era is over now. By the grace of God and the help of my fellow Cruiserweights, I bring to you a new era of Cruiserweight wrestling. And in commemoration of this new era, I am honored to institute an open challenge for the GAW Intercontinental Championship. For the first time, Cruiserweights will have the same chance as everyone else to fight for this gold. And for my first opponent, a man who I could not have done this without. He watched my back. He was there for me when the strength of the Blade Runners was against me, and he's exactly what the future of this business looks like. Ladies and gentlemen, the White Storm himself, Yun-Son Park. Wow, some seriously high praise from the new Intercontinental Champion, the last Cruiserweight Champion. Talking about Yun-Son Park being the future of the business. And look, I'm not one to disagree, okay? I fully believe that Yun-Son Park is the future of this business. You look at the White Storm making his entrance. This guy is phenomenal. He will be forever known as one of the last Cruiserweight champions, and hopefully he will be able to build on that legacy as well. Yun-Son Park will get the first opportunity at Will Ospreay's Intercontinental Championship as part of Ospreay's new Open Challenge. Let's get to the match. Will Ospreay putting his newly won Intercontinental Championship on the line. You gotta respect that, and certainly he is not overlooking Yun-Son Park the way that he spoke about him. This is as friendly contests go, but of course, both of these men are ultra competitive, former champions, and they would like nothing more than to walk away from this as Intercontinental Champion. We got to talk about Will Ospreay and what he's meant to the Cruiserweight division now, what his lasting legacy will be. And I truly believe that Will Ospreay will go down as one of, if not the most influential cruiserweights in the history of general admission wrestling. If not, look at that, Ospreay, just a standing jump into the Hurricane Rana. You see the athleticism. But he will go down as one of the most influential cruiserweights of all time in GAW, and maybe even just in the world of wrestling in general. I think Will Ospreay, what he has meant, let's talk just about GAW. I mean, we can go on about his accomplishments all day, from Progress to the independent scene in the UK to New Japan Pro Wrestling and now to GAW. But let's talk about, general admission wrestling in particular. This guy, Will Ospreay, is a three-time Cruiserweight champion. Like I mentioned, he passed Ricochet spinning back fist from Yun-Son Park. He passed Ricochet / Prince Puma for second longest time with the belt, trailing only the legendary Rey Mysterio. So just by nature of his Cruiserweight championship runs alone, he would be considered one of the best cruiserweights of all time. But now to unify it with the Intercontinental Championship puts him on an entirely different level. Look at this, lining up Park through the bottom rope into the DDT. That is a move that, of course, Yun-Son Park himself has used to fantastic effect. He is famous for that particular move. And now a brainbuster on the outside. Will Ospreay taking it to the challenger, but Yun-Son Park lays him out with the knee strike. Park and Ospreay brawling on the outside, but of course both of these men will want to end the match by decision, and Ospreay tosses him back in. So I believe that the lasting legacy of unifying the Cruiserweight and Intercontinental Championships, we're going to talk about that for a long time, as the moment that Cruiserweights stopped being just Cruiserweights. They became part of the larger wrestling world. German suplex with a bridge, Park kicks out. And I think Ospreay is very, very proud to be a part of that. And he should be. Ospreay lining up Yun-Son Park for the flip DDT that put away Matt Hardy. And Park now has Ospreay in the modified backstabber. So I certainly hope that will be what Will Ospreay is remembered for, and I think it's high time that we stop referring to these guys as cruiserweights. You know, I think they are now as competitive as anyone else in GAW. Park lines it up. DDT through the middle rope. Answered Ospreay with that move. I said that Yun-Sun Park is famous for it, and he pulls it out. The fans are loving it. This is exactly what we wanted from this match, and I think it's exactly what Will Ospreay wanted. The two trading strikes, and Yun-Sun Park gets back in the ring, followed closely by Ospreay. I think it's very important that Ospreay ended up unifying the titles, because I think it's, Yun-Sun Park ducks the enziguri and spikes him with that DDT. Park learning more and more every day. So I think it was high time that cruiserweights get the respect they deserve. You know, Ospreay's right. No other weight class has their own belt, and I don't think there was any reason for cruiserweights to. You see Ospreay, you see the amount of weight, the amount of muscle that he's put on. It's clear that cruiserweights can compete with everybody else, and that's going to be the lasting legacy now for Ospreay. Snapmare, look at that, off the shoulder, and hits him with the back heel. Every day Will Ospreay pulls out moves that I've never seen. Talk about lasting legacy, that's it as well. Snap brainbuster from Yun-Sun Park. What a match this has been, my goodness. This is unbelievable. Park now going up top. Park, miracle from LA. He used it to beat Pac to win his first title. Now he's hooked the far leg of Ospreay, and Ospreay kicks out. Oh, the aerial assassin Will Ospreay kicks out of the miracle from LA. Park firing himself up. Park going back to the top rope. Ospreay gets out of the way of the elbow drop. Oh my goodness. You talk about what a match should be. This is it. Ospreay, springboard moonsault off the second rope. The athleticism showcased by both of these men has been absolutely unreal. Ospreay, flip DDT. We're gonna have to give that move a name soon. Rolls him over, far leg hook. Ospreay for his first defense. Got it. Will Ospreay has defended the Intercontinental Championship, and once again, Yun-Sun Park has proved that he is as good as any wrestler in this company. Miracle from LA. Yun-Sun Park thought he had it won right here. Referee's hand was inches from the mat. Ospreay kicks out and flip DDT. And Ospreay has put away the sensational rookie. What a match. What a match. I think the fireworks here are going to be matched by the fireworks in our next match as Aleister Black gets his rematch with Keith Lee. But first, folks, you saw Yun-Sun Park in this match. We are very proud to announce that Yun-Sun Park will be hosting our new series focusing on the GAW Academy. Let's see what that's all about.
It's the calm before the storm. Things aren't as they were before. You best start bracing. Did you think you could keep us out? Shut the gates, forget us now. We the revolution.
Folks, I can't even begin to describe to you how excited we are to bring GAW Academy STORMCHASER to this channel. It is going to be absolutely phenomenal, and you will not want to miss any episode of it. Once again, it starts Wednesday, October 8th, and will run every week. You will not want to miss a single episode. We will have more information for you, of course, as we get closer to our start date. For now, let's talk about, well, the World Championship is on the line here. Aleister Black putting his title on the line against Keith Lee, who was really screwed over by Alpha I mean, I shouldn't speak so callously, but he really was. And Aleister Black, that was really the catalyst for Black turning on his alpha teammates and becoming the world champion that we all knew he would be. It was a huge moment, and now he's repaying it in kind to Keith Lee. Such a smile on my face watching Aleister Black make his entrance. I mean, this man remains maybe the most intimidating man in GAW. One of the great strikers we've ever seen. And he still is that, but to see him without his alpha mask, without Hunter and Hornet behind him, knowing that he is a free man, that he is going to defend this championship fairly. That's all we can ask for. And Aleister Black is now delivering that to us. And you can hear the reaction of the fans. This is the loudest pop we've ever heard for Aleister Black because he did do the right thing. And I have to commend him, not only for turning on Alpha, which has to have been exceedingly difficult and incredibly risky, but also for giving Keith Lee this match, doing the right thing, doing right by all of us. I'm ready to forgive Aleister Black, and I hope all of you are as well. And we are about to see a phenomenal World Championship match. It's the main event of Wednesday Night Storm. Let's do it. Title on the line here, and Keith Lee, we haven't heard from him. He didn't respond directly to Aleister Black, but you know how grateful he is, and I think how happy he is that Aleister Black made the right decision and that Keith Lee could help with that. I mean, you know, it takes a big man to face down Aleister Black and Alpha, and Keith Lee did that. So say what you want, but Keith Lee deserves to be here, and he deserves this match. So I think win or lose here, Keith Lee has earned the respect of all of us. I can only speak for myself, but that's my read of it. Aleister Black starting off hot here. Double foot stomp from the top. Highly impactful move, but Keith Lee out of the way of that kick and into the suplex, and Lee hangs on. Back suplexes in stereo. Wow, stereo hearts, man, I'm loving that. Aleister Black, though, he didn't like it. And Black, again with the double foot stomp, targeting the body of Keith Lee, trying to, and remember, folks, Aleister Black has a mixed martial arts background, mixed martial arts and kickboxing, and so if you've ever watched any mixed martial arts or kickboxing match, you would know that rule number one, if you believe you're going to be in a grueling match, you target the body. Take away your opponent's stamina and his core strength. And that's exactly what Aleister Black is doing now. Keith Lee, on the other hand, really bringing his strength to bear against Aleister Black. Keith Lee, one of the strongest men in GAW. And I mean that in terms of pure strength. I don't mean pound for pound. I'm saying Keith Lee is one of the strongest men that we have in this company. Black against the corner. You can see he's just reveling in the freedom that he now has after breaking away from Alpha. Massive strike to Keith Lee. That kick caught by Lee turned into a dragon screw leg whip. And Keith Lee has really made a name for himself as a singles competitor. Massive double chop. That heel kick avoided by Black, but Lee turns it into a strike. Look at this. You don't often want to get in a striking battle with Aleister Black, but Keith Lee is fearless. And he's limitless. So certainly Aleister Black coming in as one of the premier strikers in GAW, but look at this. Keith Lee has Aleister Black up. The world champion could be in trouble. Lee with the Spirit Bomb on Black. Referee's there to make the count. World champion Black could be in trouble, and Aleister Black with an emphatic kick out from that Spirit Bomb. The world champion proving why he is that, and Aleister Black has Keith Lee up. Black Mass. Aleister Black, he must have ended this with the Black Mass, hooks the foe. Keith Lee kicks out. Aleister Black can't believe it. I can't either. Wow. Keith Lee making a name for himself as a singles competitor. You know, in GAW, he's been a tag team specialist, teaming with Matt Riddle and the Limitless Legion, and Lee now pounce onto Black. Keith Lee fired up. So he formed the Limitless Legion with Matt Riddle. He has been a tag team guy. Look at the strength from Black. Exploder suplex on a man who's 300 pounds. But Lee now earning a whole lot of respect for himself as a singles wrestler, and now the two just catching their breath. Both of them in opposite corners. Lee now out, and he hits the lariat onto Black. Black really opened himself up for that. You can see the toll that this match has taken on the world champ. Really says a lot about Keith Lee and what he does to you. Dragon Screw leg whip, Keith Lee out of it. Black looking to hoist Keith Lee up for the suplex, but can't quite do it. Again, the physical endurance that it takes to get through a match like this. Even Aleister Black having issues. Massive foot stomp again onto Keith Lee. Black now, nice combination into the knee. And Black, vertical suplex. This combination of moves, this is exactly what Aleister Black can do. Push the pace of the match, and that's what he's done here. Trying to get Keith Lee up. Keith Lee trips him up, and now the Limitless One going up top. You haven't lived until you've seen a 300-pound man do this. Moonsault. Black had the knees up. Aleister Black knew what was coming. He is a cerebral competitor as much as he is a physical one. Again, the combination into the teardrop suplex. Black with a beautiful combination of moves now has the leg hooked, and Lee just able to kick out at 2.5. An absolutely tremendous match. This has been one of my favorite cards of the year so far, ladies and gentlemen. This has been phenomenal. We had an incredible match with Asuka and Kairi Sane. We had an incredible match with Will Ospreay and Yun-Son Park. And now we have an absolutely jaw-dropping affair between Aleister Black and Keith Lee. Lee targeting the arm, drops the leg on it. Not quite sure what the strategy is there. Maybe just trying to take the strength out of Aleister Black. Lee now boot in, looking, I think, for the Spirit Bomb, and Black once again tosses him aside. And Black hits the sit. Oh my goodness, what a match. This has been great. This has been absolutely fantastic stuff. Again, Black looking for the combination, and Lee answers with a massive left hand. Chop, countered into the strike. Black heads back into the ring, and it looks like he will give Keith Lee a little bit of time to collect himself here. Allows Lee back into the ring, and Keith Lee now trying to press his advantage. Again, trying to grind the pace down. Aleister Black can push the pace of a match pretty easily. Black has the arm trapped and just boots Keith Lee right in the jaw. Black looking for the DDT, but Keith Lee saw it coming, and Lee now could have Aleister Black in serious trouble. Keith Lee has him up. I thought he was looking for the Spirit Bomb. Instead, it's the Buckle Bomb. I thought Keith Lee had Aleister Black in serious trouble. Once again, Lee has him up. Sit-out powerbomb off the deadlift. It just shows you the strength of the challenger. Lee has Black in the corner, and the world champion looking as vulnerable as he has since he won this title. Black off the ropes. Keith Lee with the pounce. Almost took the referee out. Lee rolls Black into the middle of the ring. Keith Lee far leg hooked. World champion trouble. Black kicks out. Lee thought he had the match won with that pounce. Aleister Black kicks out, just shows the resiliency of the champion. Lee gets the boot in. Keith Lee, now he might have it won. Lee, I thought Black was looking for the Hurricane Rana Spirit Bomb from Keith Lee, and Black, I don't have the words. This is unbelievable. The fans have just been uproarious throughout the course of this match. Black is sitting down hard on that single leg crab and eventually lets it go. He had targeted the legs of Keith Lee all day. Aleister Black, Black Mass! Caught Lee in the side of the head. Aleister Black, has he finally put away Keith Lee? Aleister Black has retained his title. Oh no! Oh no! It's the bastard! It's the bastard! Pac has cashed in! The challenger briefcase holder! He's been silent! We now have an impromptu title match because of course we do. Of course we do. This is how Alpha has to take this championship off of Aleister Black. It's unbelievable. It is unbelievable that they do this. Pac grinding his shin into Aleister Black's neck. And Aleister Black, he's just fought such a grueling match against Keith Lee. For Pac to come out and do this, unbelievable. And Pac knows it. No one else from Alpha out here because they don't need to be. But look at this, Aleister Black fighting back with a shin breaker. Black jumps over the drop kick into the roundhouse. But again, just the stamina lost for Aleister Black. Pac with the standing corkscrew moonsault. Pac is such an incredible athlete, and that's the thing about it. Pac is a great athlete. He is a former cruiserweight champion. He doesn't need tactics like this to win a world championship. Now grinding Aleister Black down with that modified camel clutch. Black out of it, but again, just the toll that previous match took on Aleister Black. He's doing everything he can to try to retain his title. He knows better than anyone what would happen if Alpha were to regain this championship. And I think Pac is a far less honorable man than Aleister Black. And Pac now, again, back into that modified camel clutch, grinding his knee onto the back of Aleister Black. But the champ gets out of it. Black tries for the boot, and Pac answers with that spinning heel kick. Unbelievable that Pac has to resort to tactics like this. He could win the world championship fairly. It is possible. He's talented. Black with the exploder suplex in it. You gotta be kidding me. You gotta be kidding me right now. This Alpha's gonna get themselves involved. And it is Hunter. It is Hunter. The referee doesn't see it. Hunter has Black up and spikes him back first. Pac needed that. He needed, yes! Aleister Black has kicked out. There is still a chance, however minute, however small, that Aleister Black could retain this championship. Standing cutter Hunter came in. Hunter spiked Aleister Black. Roundhouse from Black misses. There is still a chance for Aleister Black to retain. Black doing everything he can to retain this championship. He has earned my respect. Not that he hadn't already, but he has proven to me that he is past alpha. He doesn't need alpha. And we know that's true. Pac, on the other hand, apparently does. And he needed Hunter in this match. Aleister Black fighting him off. Roundhouse caught by the Bastard. And Pac now tosses Black and goes for the arm. Black laid out in the middle of the ring as Pac goes up top. Pac, Black Arrow! Aleister Black got the knees up. Black avoids the Black Arrow. But Pac still on top because, again, Aleister Black has just been through one of the most grueling matches that we have seen against Keith Lee. Pac had him on top. Black fights out. Black goes for that Orihara moonsault. Super kick floors the challenger briefcase holder. We haven't seen Pac since he won the GAW challenger briefcase. This is the first time we've seen him in months, and now the boot strikes open up Aleister Black along his forehead. But Aleister Black still fighting out. Standing cutter attempt countered into the forearm. Pac again, standing corkscrew moonsault. And Pac now goes outside, up top once again. Pac actually calling Aleister Black to his feet. I thought he was going to go for the Black Arrow. Instead, he was going for the Dragon Rana. Aleister Black catches him into the Liger Bomb. Black has the hands hooked, but Pac, it's just not enough. Black's face painted in red. Black Mass! Yes, come on, please tell me that he's put enough into that to win. No. Not enough in the Black Mass. Aleister Black too tired. Pac kicks out. And Pac now has Black into the Michinoku driver. Pac hooks the far leg. Yes, Aleister Black has kicked out. Folks, I hate to be biased, I really do, but I am rooting for Aleister Black. I can't hide it. But Pac now into the brutalizer. Pac has Aleister Black gets the leg up. Aleister Black got out of the brutalizer. Black didn't let Pac sink it in. And Aleister Black now out of the corner with the running knee strike, but Pac out of the way. What an incredible match this is for Aleister Black to even be competitive right now. I mean, we need to point that out. Aleister Black is somehow competitive in this match after what he just did against Keith Lee. Pac snap suplex. And Pac admiring his handiwork. Let's remember, Aleister Black already fought a grueling match with Keith Lee. Pac is fresh. Then Hunter comes out and destroys Aleister Black. And Pac tried to lock him in the brutalizer, and yet Aleister Black is still on his feet and he is still fighting. This is the man I want as GAW World Champion. As someone who is a representative of this company, I want the best representation possible as our world champion. And Aleister Black has now busted Pac open right above that sinister mask after bashing his head repeatedly into that turnbuckle. Somehow Aleister Black is fighting. Somehow Aleister Black has enough to try to retain this championship, but Pac has him in the middle, and Aleister Black gets out of it. I think Pac was winding him up for a long dart into the corner. Black looking for the belly to belly, and he's dropped by the Bastard. Pac looked like he was in total control and now goes for the pin, and Black is able to kick out at 2.5, but it looked like it took everything he had to do it. Was just able to get that shoulder up, and Pac now hoists him up. Liger bomb from Pac. But still, Aleister Black tries to fight out. Somehow, Aleister Black has enough fight in him to do this. Pac has him up, and Pac again, Michinoku driver onto Aleister Black. This time he doesn't hook the leg. Pac dragging Aleister Black into the center of the ring. That's why he didn't. Pac with the brutalizer locked in, and Aleister Black has to tap out. Folks, I can't believe I'm saying this, but the Bastard Pac is your new world champion. Hunter spiked Black early in the match, but he kicked out. Pac goes for the Black Arrow, and Black got the knees up. Pac goes for the Michinoku driver, and Aleister Black kicks out. Pac went for the brutalizer, and Black got out. Aleister Black did absolutely everything in this match. Absolutely everything to try to retain this belt. He left it all in the ring. Blood, sweat, and tears. Aleister Black fought harder than any man to win the title.
Here is your winner
And Pac is world champion. Hunter out to celebrate with him. I can't believe it, folks. Pac is world champion, and we may be entering a dark age for GAW.